Legendary breakfast with Onapete and Tabile TTO.
Musicians today are DJs.
Yes.
Both extremely talented, depending on the era that you come from. And all of us South Africans at that time, and I imagine people globally, going to America was, everyone wants to go to America, and I'm sure that's still the case now. But at that time, the first culture shock, Hollander go America in 1979, you have to try to visualize getting on an airplane and thinking, you're going to heaven. And when you land in Manhattan, is the worst ghetto than the ghetto that you came from. So it was a huge culture shock for us, quite frankly. And one had to immediately adjust and adapt to that.
Yeah.
So the perception of the American dream basically died. Then the second thing you realize is you'll always be a foreigner. So when I left South Africa, I was an R&B singer, and I was like, I was pretty good. Yeah? But the thing about landing in America at that time, when you get that kind of culture shock and being a foreigner, you have two choices. You find yourself who you are, which I was lucky and blessed to once again land in the capable hands of South Africans who were there before me. Youll, Masikela, Miriam, Letambulu, Kafasime. And I was groomed to focus on the identity of who I am as a South African, as an African artist. And obviously, things were not easy. I lived in the streets in LA for almost 2 years. When I finished high school, did the New York hustle between New York, DC, and LA.
Wow.
But eventually, you become the best dishwasher, the best car wash guy. I made the best sandwich in LA at that time. Worked at McDonald's and worked my way up. But I realized and learned that it is my true identity, who I am as an African artist, that will get me through. And when you look at your competition, at that time, that Jesus Christ, I went to Duke Ellington High School when my hero is Marvin Gaye. The guy sitting next to me sings 10 times better than Marvin Gaye. And there's 20 million of them trying to be in the spot of Marvin Gaye. Who am I? So being a South African and learning and realizing that I have this little new unique thing that makes high school kids excited, and I got grounded. And that's what led me to Power of One, my first movie. 30 years ago this month, I was doing my first movie in LA.
Wow.
Called Power of One. That's after living in the streets and the whole hustle. But it's the identity, my being myself, my South Africanness. Even if I speak English with an accent, Kiabua and Teta, and all my work is written in my mother tongue. So you learn early. That's why the things I learned at the Pelican and in Lesotho, Big Apple, became more real to me when I realized that, Jesus, that was a learning curve preparing me for this. So I'm a competitor now with the best saxophone player that plays better than my heroes. But I'm a competitor because I can do Miriam Makeba and I can do that. Oh, what is that? What is that? Wow. I can go, and oh, what's that? I don't have to play a billion notes to say I'm an artist. And that's pretty much the long shot of it.
Legendary breakfast with Onapete and Tabile TTO.